Hi everyone, this is me, Nicholas, and I'm right here, right now, making a little vlog. And I'm only doing my voice right now because, honestly, I'm wearing a facial mask, so my face is not in the best condition for video. And it's kind of liberating not having to show your face sometimes when you just want to talk about stuff. I've been thinking about making a podcast so many times, but I don't think anyone would listen to that, and I don't really know if I had the appeal. Like, I could definitely talk for an hour about stuff I think about, but, I don't know. I don't think a demand of a podcast of mine is quite there. Anyways, I just want to warn you up front, this is gonna get quite long. You probably knew this already by looking at the thumbnail. Not thumbnail, but looking at the video thing because it displays the time. I'm guessing it's gonna be quite a long time. Honestly, just because I have a lot of things that I want to say, a lot of thoughts, a lot of things that's on my mind, and also I have a lot of wine, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like this. Yeah, I'm drinking wine. It's Saturday evening, and also I want to mention that my voice is gonna be lowered a bit like this because it's kind of late. It's like 1 a.m. and everyone's gone to sleep. The house is quiet, and typically I wouldn't ever record anything at this time because my parents are literally right across the hall. But both doors are, for once, closed, and I'm assuming that means this is probably safe. So, the things that I want to talk about, I did write a list because I do I do tend to get off topic a lot when I make these kind of vlogs. So I did write a list, and the list goes as follows, or rather, I'm gonna start with this. There's a lot of things that I want to make, a lot of things. Currently, I've been drinking wine, and it's kind of, this is a joke, by the way, if you didn't get it, but this is a requirement for people that write books, for authors and writers. You gotta have an unhealthy relationship with wine, and I'm working on it. I've been downing like half a bottle of wine at this point. I don't feel very tipsy and stuff, but you never do. I did bump into a lot more stuff than I usually would, and I'm already clumsy as is. So yeah, I've been bumping into a lot of things this evening. But I like wine. I like how it makes me feel. It makes me feel like kind of cozy, kind of tipsy that you really can enjoy, and not the kind of crazy drunk-ass drunkenness that comes with spirits. So, wine. Lots of wine. It's delightful. It's actually, if any of you are interested, it is the Campo Viejo Roija. If I don't recall correctly, it was under Spanish wines. Spanish wines, Campo Viejo Rioja? Something Crianas. I don't know, dude. I'll maybe post a picture somewhere. If you follow me on Instagram, you might find a picture of it. Because, I don't know. It's a wine. It's a nice wine. So yeah. I'm drinking wine. I'm thinking a lot of stuff. I've been thinking a lot lately. It's been a while since I made a vlog, and honestly, the main reason why I don't make vlogs that often are that the things that I want to talk about in vlogs, the things that I feel like are a bit jumbled up. I don't take my vlogs too seriously, to be honest, no offense. But they're just thoughts, things that I think about that I don't feel are suited for videos, but a lot of the things that I want to talk about in vlogs are video ideas. They are mainly things that I could do a let's talk about. So, for example, if I meet someone and I think they're kind of cute, and I'm thinking like for a second I'm just oh, I'm attracted to you somehow in a little bit of way, and then I have this whole line of thoughts and feelings and what if scenarios in my head of what it would be like if I were to engage in a relationship with that person, not because I want to, just because I tend to think about what if scenarios. And then I think about relationships, and then I get these thoughts, and I'm I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about relationships and that kind of stuff. And that's a let's talk video. Sorry if my S's are a bit strong. I'm still figuring out this audio software because honestly I don't get it. It's actually super tiring for my voice to be lowered like this. Anyways, talking about relationships or loneliness or anything like that, those are things I could talk about in my vlogs because those are things that are currently happening. I could be talking about my day and I would be oh yeah, I thought about this. This is something I think about. This is how I feel about it. But that would be a let's talk video. So a lot of the things that I want to talk about in vlogs are things that I would rather talk about in a video that would go up on my main channel, because I do put in a lot of work, a lot more work on my main channel. I haven't been losing subscribers. I'm guessing it's because I'm not that funny. Honestly, the recent quality of my videos has gotten lower for some reason. And the thing is, I'm not a perfectionist, so if it's a little bit lower quality than I would usually do, I'm still gonna upload it, chances are. But you know, that's just how it works. I'm looking at the timer. It's 5 minutes already, and I haven't even gotten around to talking about like a lot of the things that I want to talk about. But I did warn you this is gonna get long, so yeah. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff that I want to make. A lot of it is Let's Talk videos. Because honestly, that's the meat of my channel. That's the main point of my channel. Me talking about stuff. And I know that's probably not the thing that people would want to watch the most, especially as of now. Like, I know the faults of my channel at this moment. I'm talking about a lot of stuff that is important, or like something for me, or people that know me, or people that share my interests, but that's a very limited crowd. I do know that, like, the main reason I started the channel was because, be ready for a bit of oversharing, I was in a relationship, and it's not really anything to do with the relationship, but I remember the guy kept telling, like, I would talk about a lot of stuff, like, I would make up a lot of theories about stuff like love, or friendship, or people in general, or anything. Like, I make up a lot of thoughts about a lot of things, and a lot of opinions about things that people very often do not think about. And I keep remembering me trying to discuss these things with my significant other, and not because it was a bad guy, but just because he didn't really care for thinking about those things. He would be like, why are you talking about this? I don't really see the relevance. And I have friends that are like too. Like, it's not a bad thing about them, it's just that I, as a person, am more, I guess, observant and thoughtful about those things, like those small random things in life. Which is why I wanted to make this channel, because I wanted to talk about those things. I have a lot of thoughts and theories and opinions about a lot of the things about human beings. Like, I'm very into psychology, though I have not actually studied it. Sorry, I've been talking a lot and I haven't, I tend to forget to breathe when I talk a lot. So I need to breathe for a second. Hold on. Okay, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts, but the thing is, I made this channel because I want to talk about stuff like love and relationships and sadness and depression and loneliness, like the things that people don't typically want to talk about. And I haven't gotten around to it because those are topics that I feel need a lot more thought and planning to do, and I haven't gotten around to do it. And I've been talking about stuff like games, or what have I been talking about? Norwegian social culture? That one did take a bit of thought. I feel like Let's Talk is a format where I will be talking freestyle, kind of, without scripting much. I will be doing like bullet points to know where I'm getting. But it's not like I'm gonna actually plan the things I say that well. Like, I don't do a manuscript. Maybe I could do it if I did stuff like this, like just audio-wise, because then I could actually read off and I can read my thoughts and stuff like that. And I think that actually could be a better thing than me just rambling on camera, to be honest, because I'm very good at writing. I am actually quite good at formulating myself and using good words and writing stuff and explaining how people feel to them. That's actually a quality that I have. And I don't feel like bragging about myself, but I've gotten to this point in my life where I'm just like, I gotta give myself credit for the things that I'm good at, or I'm gonna go insane. So yeah, I'm good at describing things, describing feelings, and explaining feelings in a way that people haven't thought of themselves. But when I do tell them about it, they're like, yes, that is exactly how I feel. And I guess I could do that. And I don't know, why did I say that? Where was I going with that? I don't know. My point is, I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings, and I haven't actually been making the videos that I want to make. Not because I have been trying to cater to an audience, because I don't have one, just because the videos that I really wanted to make takes inspiration and emotion in the time or in the like moment of making. So if I want to make a story, like a video about loneliness, I have to feel lonely while making it, and I have to think about what it's like to be lonely. And also is oversharing, and I'm still kind of on the fence about that. Like, I know I'm probably going to do it. I just have to convince myself that I'm going to do it. Overshare. Talk about the real things. Get real with you. Because, to be honest, I'm not that much about oversharing. Like, I don't really care. I can talk about my depressions or my, like, dark days or teenage years and stuff without much issues. It doesn't really bother me to talk about it because it's just natural, I guess. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But, I don't know. Getting around to doing it is kind of hard because it takes a lot of thought. And, to be honest, for the longest time I haven't been able to make those thoughts come to life. I've been having a hard time with my head. The reason why I'm doing this right now is kind of because I wanted to get it out there. For me, the YouTube channel, or all the channels, I am currently in 4 channels. One of which is not that active. Another one is like slightly more active, but not quite, and the 2 others are somewhat active. Like the main channel is quite active. I make a video every week-ish. I just don't have a current day for it because I don't think I would be able to meet that schedule at this current moment, but who knows. But I get inspired and motivated at night. That's the thing that I wrote down on my bullet points. Like right now, I feel like making so many videos. It's just that it's night. It's like 10 past 1 a.m. in the morning. Like we don't actually use AM and PM, we use a 24-hour clock, so I get confused about it. But it's like AM, 1 a.m., 10 minutes over. People are sleeping. I can't do like a energetic video talking about stuff. I can do a video about depression probably, but I would still have to lower my voice like this. And it's actually tiring up my voice a lot. For some reason, I don't know. But it happens a lot during night. And I know that I should be sleeping now, but it's just, I have a lot of thoughts, which is why I'm making this. And I know right now I'm kind of going in circles. So let's move on with the list. Lore videos. Those are one of the things that I wanted to make like the most. Those are one of the main key points of making this channel at all. Not this one, but the main one. Like starting YouTube. I wanted to talk about my lore because there have been a few people in my life that has been interested in my lore. If you don't know what lore is, it's kind of hard to explain actually. It's basically the structure that meets like the full stories of a world. You make up a world, you put in stories and stuff like that. Everything that is that world story-wise or anything like that is lore. So like in Skyrim, the story is lore, the background story is also lore. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Maybe I'm wrong in like the way I'm defining it, but to me lore is just the stories, the things that are the world. The world itself is just full of lore. Background stories, story. And I'm good at making stories. I honestly am. They're not extremely original or like groundbreaking in any way. They don't express themselves in like amazing forms. They're just stories, but they're good. At least I feel like they're good. They've been engaging me and my mind and my thoughts for so many years. It's been amazing. So yeah, I love my lore. My lore saved me but always took me away as well. Because I had a bunch of like really lonely years, like in my early puberty, like early teenage years. I didn't really have any friends. Didn't really have anything going for me at all. Except my lore. And it didn't even start on purpose. It's just, so one day I had a dream where, like a REM sleep dream, where someone, like a knight, ironically enough, well not ironically, just oddly enough, cliche enough, a like knight on a white horse came through a portal in the wall of my bedroom, and he took me on his horse and he went back through the portal, and we were on a cliff, and that cliff was in a place like what is now known to be Aesir of Aros, the king of dragons. That was on a cliff in Aesir, which is like the capital area, because for some reason it's not a capital city, it's just an area. And to the right, like a bit further forth, I guess, in front of us, to the right, there was a giant castle, and then there was a river and an ocean and cities, and then like from that point, from that castle where so many stories already happened, I grew a world. It just happened. I didn't really try or make it happen or plan it in a way. It's just become a lore, like a world, and now it's divided into like sections. Like you got Midlands, which is like in the center of it, and then it's got Northern lands, the Southern lands, Eastern lands, and Western lands. And within those areas, you have cities, and I mean like countries, nations, lands, kingdoms. That's the word I was looking for. It's of course medieval and magical and fantasy and all those things, but it means so much to me. I have some like interesting ideas that haven't been used that much before, as far as I know. I don't know. I'm not like mega innovative oh my god, words. I'm not mega innovative, but I love that place. It's like really dear to me, so close to my heart, and I love it so much. And I want to share that with people. It's just, whenever I've been sharing it with people, I've been telling them like one story, and they've been curious about other things. But it gets very overwhelming to them. Like, I try to tell them about like this country, and then there's so much story, so much stuff, so many people, and so many happenings and events. They get really like overwhelmed, and I can't blame them at all. Like, it took me many years to develop all this, and I still don't remember all the places or all the characters, of course. I have like an archive, and I have like vague memories of characters and their stories and what they did that I haven't even written down. It's kind of bad, Like, I feel a bit guilty about it, actually, because they had really great stories. I just forget about them sometimes, because there are so many. It's like a real world. If you go into my lore and you find a character and you ask me what is his story, I can find it for you. I can tell you his story, even if it's just a bypasser, a background character in the story. I can find his story as well, and he'll be the main character. Or she, for that matter. Or it, whatever. I just love my lore, and I've been thinking a lot about how I can like put that into like this world, and tell people about it, and maybe give them a place to run away to, just like people like make fan fiction to dream themselves away to like a Harry Potter world or Twilight or whatever. I don't know. But to me, my lore was a place to run away when the reality was a bit harsh. I don't want to share my world with people because my world is just amazing. At least I feel like that. But I've been struggling with the format. That's my point. The reason why I haven't actually I filmed lore videos for like 2 hours at one point. It's just horrendous to edit, and I don't even know how I want to edit it. I'm not a naturally good storyteller because I haven't done it a lot. I've been writing stories and I've been reading them in, and I'm still not good at that because I haven't done it a lot. But I don't want to write manuscript of my lore. Maybe I will. Maybe that's the only way. But I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I don't typically like reading off manuscripts. I like to talk freely. But I do need some guidance, and I'm working on formats and what I should tell and how long the video should be, and I honestly do not know. And I know that the only way to figure it out is by doing it, and doing it a lot, and figuring out like that, because that's what I'm doing with my channel now. My voice is, by the way, so sore. Hold on, I need something to drink. That's water, not wine. Okay, lore videos. I want to do it, but I'm trying to figure out how. I'm probably gonna just do it and release it, but it's gonna be on the Serenia channel. The Serenia channel. That's a creative channel that I have with my friend of mine. She hasn't actually done anything yet, which is a little frustrating, but I'm understanding of it. It's just, for me, it's not that much about, like, I could make a lot of excuses to not do stuff because I'm busy or whatever. I'm not saying that she's not. I'm just saying it's about priorities. And I can accept that she's prioritizing differently than I am, but it's a little frustrating still because it was supposed to be our thing, and currently I'm the only one doing stuff. But, you know, that's okay. It honestly is. I'm not mad. I'm a little frustrated, but I'm not mad, and I understand. It's just, it would be nice if we could just both do stuff, I guess. This is sounding really passive-aggressive. Let's move on from that. Lore videos will probably not be on any of my main channels. It's gonna be on the Serenia. I'm still like the admin of that channel. She's like an editor, I guess. But I'm the one owning that channel at the moment because it's on my my account. I don't know. The Serenia is amazing in my mind. It's gonna be amazing someday. We just need to figure it out because it's hard to figure out creative stuff. Moving on down the list about things I want to talk about. Personal stuff. Feelings. Being good. In this section of oversharing, which is probably going to happen more on this channel. I don't know. I'm going to overshare. I know this already, so I shouldn't be hesitant about it. It's just that currently, only people that I know, mainly, know about my channel. There's a few people from, like, I don't even know where they came from that are subscribed to my main channel. But, like, this one, I think almost all of them, almost all of the, like, 10 people or whatnot, are people from my real life. And I get that. You don't necessarily feel interest for my personal things, my days, and blah, 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 blah. But personally wise, I've been struggling a lot through my entire life. Well, not so much my entire life. Well, I have been struggling my entire life, like psychologically speaking, like mind and feelings and stuff like that. But mainly since like 8th grade, when I was 12. I started 8th grade when I was 12. I was turning 13 years that year. So, like, from my teenage years started. I've been having a lot of issues with myself. Like confidence and like feeling good about myself and feeling like I'm good at stuff. Like I have a lot of bad self-esteem and stuff. And looking back at it now, a lot of it was my fault. Like seriously. Like the way people treated me was in a large way a result of how I treated them. I wasn't that nice of a person, to be honest. And I've been beating myself a lot up for that. I was bullied a lot in like elementary school. And I know that's because I was easy to bully, to be honest. Like, this sounds a bit mean and weird, and I don't want to discuss bullying at this point. And just know that a lot of the things that happened to me were results of my own behavior. And I've been struggling a lot for many, many years now about how I feel about myself and how I'm like dealing and stuff. I don't know. I've been maturing a lot for the last year, but at the same time, I've been pushing emotions further away. And for the longest time, I've just been feeling like I am a bad person, and I haven't felt like challenging that because I don't want to change who I am in a way. I don't know. It doesn't make that much sense. But recently I came to realize that I'm not that bad of a person. I'm just very influential. No, wait. I'm easily influenced. That's what I meant. If there are people around me that don't bring out the best sides of me, then I'm not gonna be good. And to be honest, in the environment that I'm living with, like, my classmates and stuff, they're not bad. But combined with my personality, like my core of a human being, it's not a good match. And I'm the one, like, it brings out the worst parts of me. When I was traveling, I realized that I had a good side to me. I was very cheerful and positive and happy and lively, and people really liked that, and I like that. I love how I am when I'm traveling in places like South Korea or Japan, because I'm a really nice person there. Whenever I live in Norway, and this is not because I hate Norway, because I love Norway in its own quirky, really ridiculous way, me as a person living here, being here, I'm not a good person. I'm very judgmental, very cruel. Not cruel, but I'm judgmental and I'm kind of pissed off all the time. I'm like an old man hating the kids. That's basically me, and I don't like this person. But just not long ago, I realized that I have this other side of me. I realized that the part of me that when I was traveling was a real me. It's just a different side of me, and I love that side. I love how I can be happy and outgoing and lively. I love it a lot. So it made me really happy to realize that that side was a real side of me, and all I needed to do was just work on getting that side out. So I've been feeling a lot better about myself, knowing that I have this really, really nice side to myself, knowing that I have the potential to be good. Knowing that I have that made me feel a lot better. I'm still like this old hateful guy, like old hateful man cursing kids off his lawn. Seriously, if you try to speak with a lowered voice for like 20 minutes, you're gonna die. It kind of hurts. You strain yourself so much. I don't know much about voice acting, but damn. Anyways, realizing that has made me feel a lot better about myself. Just because I know that I'm not all bad, knowing that I have good sides, good personality parts, what? I don't know. Knowing that I'm not through and through bad. Knowing that I have this really good side of me that I can get forth by bringing out the happy things. It's made me feel a lot better about myself as a person. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that. There's still so many small things that are like really bothering me. Like childhood problems, unresolved childhood issues, social issues, and current issues like, I don't know, loneliness, not feeling like you really belong where you're like at in your life, feeling a bit stressed because you want to reach further than you've actually reached by this age. Like, I'm 18. I'm almost 19. I'm 19 in like 13 days. Oh my god, my birthday is 2 weeks away. Well, less than that. I don't know. But knowing that, I don't know. There's just a lot of small things that are really bothering me, and I don't feel like I have a lot of people to talk about it with. I mean, there are people that I could talk about it with, but I don't feel like talking about it with them. That's not their fault. I'm just not that good at sharing these kinds of things, like the things that truly bother me. I don't care about oversharing depression and stuff like that. I don't care. But things like how I'm feeling lonely and why. Things that how I feel about myself and why. Like, those things are a bit harder to share, I guess. I don't know. It's always easy to share with the internet because the internet is faceless. So who knows? Wow. Well, I've been talking for 25 minutes now, almost. I've been getting a lot of stuff off my chest, and it's felt good. To be honest, I've been thinking a lot about making a podcast. Did I mention this at the beginning? I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about that, because sometimes I just don't feel like my main channel, I restrain myself to be less than 10 minutes, unless it's like something very specific, but like less than 10 minutes, preferably around 7 or lower. Like 3 to 5 minutes is mainly my goal, I guess. You're very restrained about what you're saying in 3 to 5 minutes. And on this channel, I've been thinking, as long as it's less than 10, though I know that I've been going over a lot of times. But right now I'm thinking maybe I'll do like half an hour if I need to. That would be fine. Then again, I feel really stressed once I set myself a time limit, but I already warned you this was gonna get long, so yeah. Okay, finally I want to update you a bit on what I've been up to lately. Like the last few days. On school, we're doing a film project. My group I don't get along that well with my group just because we have very different ideas. So I'm a little frustrated about that. I've been frustrated about school since the beginning. I didn't want to go back. I don't really get along with anyone at school. I don't have any like proper friends at school. Like I get along fine with my class. They're nice people. They're just not people that I connect with in a way that would make them proper friends to me, which I guess is fine. It's just a little like, I don't know, lonely, sad, boring. I've been not liking school a lot, and I felt like school wasn't going very well. But I have actually only gotten like top grades. Or like B. I gotten like 1 top grade, 1 like second to tops, 2 top. Like we have like this system, we have system ranking 1 to 6. 6 is the best, 1 is like failing. And I'm getting 1 6 and then 1 5 2 6, which is like in between those two. And then 1 5 minus. And I've been really surprised because I didn't feel like I was doing well at all. At some point I'm probably going to talk about the fact that I do well in school. Like I'm a really clever, like not clever, I'm really smart, like intelligent-ish. Sucks to say that out loud, holy shit. But I've always been doing well, school-wise, intelligence-wise. I learn pretty fast and blah blah blah. But it's not like only a good thing to do those things. I don't know, it's a video of itself talking about that. Like, people are like, I don't understand math. People that understand math are like so lucky. People that do good in school just like that without even practicing that hard are so lucky. Yeah, we are. But there's a lot of downsides to it too. And I feel like a lot of people don't care. They just want to complain. But it's not like I can just show up at school and get best grades ever. It's not like being smart doesn't come with like strings attached. People expect so much if you do well early in life. They expect so much of you. And you start to expect things that are just not realistic at all. And that sucks. Because whenever you don't deliver, you feel like you're a failure as a person. Like, that goes deep. And I want to talk about that a bit. Hold on, let me write that down. Smart. I hate calling myself smart. I'm not smart. I'm a really dumbass. I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. I do well in a lot of things, like school and like learning stuff, languages and shit. But it's not like I'm a smart person. I'm a really dumb person. I do so many dumb things. I'm not... Hard to explain. It's all gonna be in a video at some point. I just need to collect my thoughts on it. Which isn't like my biggest issue. Collecting my thoughts is so hard because my thoughts are everywhere. God damn it. Oh. Not because I think anyone is gonna watch to this length, because it's actually like half an hour now. And I know nobody's gonna watch that. But just to get my thoughts out there. Should I curse on my channel or not? Because I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm swinging, by the way. If the sound is weird, it's because I'm swinging on my chair. I don't know if I should curse or not. I do curse in real life. I don't know if I want to do it on my channel. I'm not going to put like a strict limit to not do it. But I don't know if I should do it freely or not. Like, it's a thought. Okay. I think I got most of the things that I wanted to talk about off my chest. But if you want to know why I sometimes make, or will sometimes make, these long videos where I just talk about how I feel and what I'm thinking about, it's because main channel videos are a lot of work. Sometimes I just don't feel up to it because I'm not skilled enough to make it like easy for myself. But I'm lonely. I'm very, very lonely when it comes to like my thoughts. I have a lot of really great friends and I can have so much fun with them, and I know that if I need to talk with them or anyone about anything, I can. But it's not like I always feel like sharing my thoughts in that way. Because if you talk with a friend, your friend might have views and things and they might like discuss it with you, and sometimes that's great. If you have a friend that's a little like less like haven't really thought about the things you're talking about, then they might feel confused or lost, or they don't know what to say or do. And that's not as great. And it's not anyone's fault, it's just the way it is. I'm not saying that I'm not grateful for my friends. I really am. I have some really great friends. Don't ever doubt that. But sometimes I'm having a hard time opening up about those things, like certain things, to them. And it's not their fault. It's rather my fault than anyone's. But the fact is, I need this. I really do. I need to be able to just lay my thoughts on and out and imagine that someone would listen. Like, in a way, I could let this be on my computer and that would be it. But then maybe maybe someday someone will listen to this and I will actually reach like to the very end and they'll be like, this was nice as a background thing. This is something I can listen to while I'm doing something else. And maybe they'll feel like, you know what? This person has some thoughts that I can agree with. This person like really hit the spot. This is how I feel. And maybe together we can figure out the solution. Who knows? I don't know. I guess I'm at the end now. I think I got most of the things off my chest that I wanted to get off. I just still feel like talking because I'm kind of lonely. Is that sad? I'm not always lonely. Just a lot. Again, I have been drinking wine. I have been finishing almost the entire bottle. Oh no! And I find it oddly fascinating to look at the sound waves while I'm recording this, because I'm only recording the audio so I can look at the sound waves. I don't know. I need to get some goals. I have goals, like far off in the future goals. I'm currently working on some stuff. Who knows? Who knows? But it's nice to talk like this. That's why I wanted to make a podcast. Not sure if anyone would listen, but I kind of want to make a podcast. Or maybe I'll just do this. My own little talk show on my side channel. The Other Class. Where I just talk about stuff. We'll see. Who knows what the future brings, honestly. But yeah, with that I'm gonna take my leave. I hope you reached this far, but honestly, I don't assume you did. You probably fell asleep a lot during the time. I can't blame you. But I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna watch some Danny Film games playing like The Sims with Bill Halter. I don't know. I find so much enjoyment in that. It's just so nice to have in the background while you're doing something else. And I'm gonna write some ideas for videos, and I'm trying to collect my thoughts so that I can talk about the things that made me want to make this channel in the very beginning. I'm gonna talk about those things that are oversharing, a bit difficult, a bit harsh, very emotional. I'm not gonna cry on camera, maybe. And yeah, I'm gonna move my channel in that direction because that's truly what I want, to be able to just lay my thoughts onto the world, to get everything off my chest, just somehow. And I think that's gonna be good for me and maybe good for somebody else. So yeah. Creatures of all kind. Well, that was very mumbly. Creatures of all kind. I'm Nicholas. And with that, I'm gonna take my leave. Have a wonderful evening / night / morning or whatever time it is where you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye!